The piano piece I'm going to now play is called The Pirate. I'm a pirate so bold, treasure down in the hold, walk the plank if you please, while I count out your gold. Okay, now this is basically also having a duet accompaniment here, and this is basically able to be played in parts when the bass clef is mostly here empty on some measures. As you can tell, here is the pirate, and then this is basically having the 4 beats per each measure. You got these quarter notes, and then eighth notes here, whole notes, and then half notes. Then there's the whole rests, which are the whole encompassing all the measures. Now these are the quarter rests, and then there's also staccatos for this. The sharps are on its own for each measure. Then this symbol is, now as we know, it is to play it lowering in volume. This is supposed to be played with an accent a little louder, basically. That's what this symbol is, because the whole piece is played in forte volume. And then they suggest that you should play this boldly here. Now the accompaniment has also in the medium forte here, mezzo forte. And then this is quarter rests. And then by each measure there's a flat, B flat, and then there's also an A sharp throughout here, these. And throughout here, you can note. And yes, it's about getting bunch of treasure. Now the next piece we're going to play is called The Prince. And some princes like me are a pleasure to see. When my coach passes by, you'd better know bow to me. Wow, that's like real proud and royal. And then here you have this playing it in 4 beats per measure. Here you got quarter notes, eighth notes, whole notes, and the staccatos on these quarter notes, half notes here. And these staccatos have a sharp, also C sharp, and then there is this having 4 beats per measure here. There is playing the in mezzo piano, medium soft for the grand staff. The duet accompaniment is playing it in soft, so it's medium soft. There's also, just like the pirate, this is also having whole note, whole rests and quarter rests here, and the slurs are is the usual place here. Then accompaniment has these staccatos, quarter notes, and it also has an F sharp by each individual measure it goes for, and so forth. And then of course this is the illustration, and there's a good suggestion that is to play both of these pieces together without pause. And I'm going to play both pieces without pause. I'm a pirate so bold, treasure down in the hold, walk the plank, if you please, while I count out your gold. And some pirates like me are a pleasure to see. When my coach passes by, you'd better bow to me. Now the next piece plays called She'll Be Coming Round the Mountain. She'll be coming round the mountain when she comes. She'll be coming round the mountain when she comes. And now this piece has also a duet accompaniment here, and I am now going to play this as well. So you can note that this is basically the whole duet, and that is this piece, which is about some traditional American thing here. Now you have this in 2 beats measure, so each one, and obviously this is in forte loud. Then there is a a lot of flurry of these eighth notes throughout the whole thing, including the bedoit accompaniment also has those, but it is the whole piece has that as well as these half notes, and then it is played in the forte loud, and then there's slurs arcing throughout each line virtually, as you can note here. And then to here it is 2 slurs, and then there is these quarter rests basically the whole thing, and so forth. There's B flats, and the duet accompaniment is in mezzo forte, and so forth. And it's just to be played with excitement. And the next piece to be played is Weather Vane. And that is a piece basically, so that speaks for itself. It's basically a weather vane, which is like an instrument, instrument, and so forth. And I included an improvisation here after this to include a lot of different flats and sharps, and it's played in mezzo forte for the first half and mezzo piano in second half, and so forth. And there's also quarter notes and half notes and 1 E flat, and there's slurs throughout. That's all.